Yo, what's good? It's your boy Deuce Speaks,
It's your boy Jason Alexander.
and we are the Clearly Confused podcast where we are unscripted, unfiltered, and probably off topic. Jay, what's happening with you, baby?
Man, ain't shit going down. Man, ain't shit going down at all. Man, I'm just another week at work. Man, another week in paradise. Man, making that money. Man, how's things going your way, man?
Man, it's all good. I ain't mad. It's Canes time today, man. So I gotta
Right,
hold it down for my Carolina Hurricanes.
right,
Going
right,
into game 5, tied up 2-2. Now I did make a prediction last game. I claimed it. I said whoever won that last game, game 4 was gonna end up winning this series. So we ended up, man. We pulled it off. So we gonna see. But man, shout out my Canes.
right.
It's exciting. I will say, man. And we'll check back later. But I will say, at this point, all my main sports teams have all been to like national titles, championships, whatever.
Right.
So Celtics, I've been able to see my Celtics win a few times. I've been able
Right.
to see my Steelers go and win a couple times.
Right. Right.
I don't think anything is more nerve wracking than watching my team right now in the Stanley Cup. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just because it's so close of games or what, but dog, it's like the morning of, man, I got my stomach hurts just thinking about the game as if I'm playing or something like that, which is crazy.
Right. Right.
But
Hey, ain't nothing
man,
wall with that though, man. That you emotionally invested, man.
oh
Ain't nothing
yeah, I'm
wrong with that at
invested.
all.
I'm invested, and I just love, man. I'm one of them people that I love seeing. All I care about is effort at the end of the
Right.
day, and I stress that with
Mm-hmm.
my kids and shit. I'm like, look, of course I want to win. You know what I'm saying? We ain't out here just for participation, but as long as I get some good effort, I am okay with a loss. You know what I'm saying? I see
Right.
you
Oh
give it
yeah.
all. So watching this team go out here and just dig and give it all every game, it's like it's at the point where I could care less how this ends. Obviously, I want us to, get a championship, but it's like, dog, I'm so damn proud of these guys that it
Right.
does
Right.
feel like
Right.
you invested, man. Because it's like shit, man. I've been on this whole roller coaster with y'all, shit, and I
Oh
don't give
yeah.
up, or nothing. Y'all don't give up. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
no, man, it's good. I'm excited. I'm also getting a little bit sad too, cause man, I'm like, it's coming to that time of the year where I ain't about to be shit on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The way it's looking, there's one more NBA game coming up. Then
Mm-hmm.
that'll be over.
Yep.
Shit, only a few more games. It could be at least two more of hockey, and then shit, all we got is baseball after that, and that's when I start getting sad, man. When I just got to rely on baseball for my fix, man.
Yeah, I hear
So
you,
again,
man. I
but
hear
I
you.
do like this is usually around at the time because ain't nothing else on. But I do love I love playoffs and shit like that in any sport. So World Series, all that shit. That's when I actually lock in
Right.
and go from there. But nah, I'm excited, man. Happy I'm back at got back to work this week after a nice little hiatus and shit, man. While we
Right.
at it, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into my mental health check in.
All right. Go for it.
Fuck, I really ain't even thought about it. But I'm gonna say an 8.3, man.
Okay.
Like I said, it's crazy because it's been a hell of a week at work. But I was off most of last week. I just worked a couple of days last week. But now I had a great trip. Got to see my brother family out in Texas. Hot in the
Right.
motherfucker. Golly, it don't make no sense to be that damn hot. But it was fun, man. Got to fly my son out. He got to meet the captain on multiple
Right.
flights and shit, man. So it was a good experience, man. And I just tell dads, man, that was especially with my son being so young. He's used to getting all the nurturing and stuff from his mama, getting some disciplining from me. So I'm not always the nice guy in the situation. So
Right.
just to be able to, it was just me and him gone. So to have that one-on-one time, new experiences, got to, get a little bit of nurturing from dad. Instead of
Right.
just
Right.
always being corrected and stuff. But it was good, man. It was definitely some good, much needed time with my kid.
Okay.
It's always good getting some one-on-one bonding time, especially when you got a big ass family, man. It's hard to get one-on-one time with the kids at all,
I
but
hear that, man.
it was nice, man. But yeah, I put myself 8.3 this week. Coming back to work, been busy as hell. But we've been knocking shit out as we go, man. Ain't got no complaints. Happy to have a job, man. What about yourself, dog?
I'd say I'm sitting at about a 7.5, man. That's
Okay.
about the number I'm coming up with, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been a steady week at work. You know what I'm saying? They've been keeping me busy. having me do little steady jobs that, like I said,
Mm-hmm.
keep me busy, making the day go by a little bit quicker and whatnot. But again, they leave me alone and let me do my thing. So shit, I ain't got no
That's
complaints about
all I
that
ever
at all,
asked for.
man. Yeah. I ain't got nobody looking over my shoulder. I ain't got
Mm.
nobody following behind me to make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be and doing what I'm supposed to do.
Oh
You
my
know,
God.
I just love that part. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of complaints about my job, but that's not one of them. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
when they
I'm
when
with you
they
on that.
when they give me that freedom, hey, it just makes it that much better, man. So like I said, 7.5, Raising Canaan is coming back tonight at
Oh, it's
midnight.
tonight? Oh
Yeah, it
shit.
comes back tomorrow. Tomorrow, so they show it
Yeah,
at
yeah.
midnight. So shit,
Damn.
your boy's probably gonna drink a cup of coffee at about 10 o'clock, and just be tired at work tomorrow, man. But man, I can't front, man. I've been waiting on this for a long ass time, man. I've been looking forward to Kanan coming back. So
Hell yeah.
I'll be one of the many that's up at midnight watching to see what happened with Kanan and Rock. Even though we
Mm.
already know what probably happened with Kanan and Rock, just
Yeah.
they ain't getting ready to kill her right now. So
Nah, not the beginning of the final season, you know what I'm
no,
saying?
hell no. We ain't trying to do all that. I ain't trying to see that, but I want to see how they. I want to see how they finagle their way out of it, whatnot, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they got in store for us this season. So that's really got me excited. My sister sent me a text about an hour ago, like, "You ready for Kanan?" I was like, "Fuck yes, yes I am." So yeah, so 7.5, Raising Kanan coming back, man. Hey, before I do want to talk about the NBA series a little bit, man.
Go
That's
ahead.
been a lot of fun basketball.
Hell yeah.
As a Lakers fan, I have no emotional investment, just been able to sit back and watch it. And this might be the best 5 game series I've ever seen in my life, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been some great games, even though I expect the Knicks to go into San Antonio and be like, you know what, fuck it, we done playing around with y'all. That's what I
Hmm.
expect.
I think it end next game too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of ready for it to be over because I don't see it going 7 games. And I mean,
No.
if it ain't gonna go 7 games, man, it's gonna get that shit over
Yeah,
with, man.
let's
Fuck
not
it, man.
tease and play
Yeah,
around.
man. I ain't
Yeah,
trying to
I'm
do all
with
that.
you.
But it's been it's
That's
been a
what I'll
fun
say,
little series.
man. It's been great just because you got that. That's really, I don't know, man. I've been seeing a lot of memes about it. And like I said, I could be biased because my hockey team is actually playing, but it's been like, man, I get my crazy ass hockey game, which is a crazy ass game. Each game out of this 4 games we played so far has been insanity. It ain't been nothing
Yeah.
blowouts, nothing. This has been crazy. So the bounce between that and a crazy ass basketball game the next day, and it's been just beautiful to have
Yes.
something to look forward to. And then last night I was sitting there, I kind of woke up pissed because I was like, damn, I went to sleep third period. 'Cause I'm like, oh, this shit is done. We put a fork in them, they done. And then I wake up and I see them motherfuckers won. I'm like, there ain't no way.
I couldn't turn away, man. I couldn't turn away. I was excited. I was trying to take a sneak peek at Wu Tang at halftime. I was like, man,
Yeah.
y'all got to show us some Wu Tang, man. Show us some of that shit. So I was watching a lot at halftime, trying to see Wu Tang, trying to see what they was doing, what was going on. And then when they started the third quarter, man, it was like they just started doing dumb shit, man. And I was like, man, this is gonna be a recipe for disaster if they keep doing this dumb shit. And they wouldn't stop
Mm-hmm.
doing dumb shit.
A
And
young team. Yep.
yeah, man, young and inexperienced, man.
This is
That
where
shit shows
experience
up
is
at
killing them
all
right
the wrong.
now.
Yeah, it shows up at all the wrong times. Just like I saw somebody had a list up, and the Spurs have had double-digit leads in every single game, man. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? It's like how you be up 14, be up 12, be up 14, up 29, and can't win the game. It's like, man, shit. What are y'all doing, man? You know, it's like
Mm-hmm.
I know they miss Popovich bad as a motherfucking man, but
Hell yeah.
they're going to have to figure out something because they got too much talent to be fucking that shit off like that, man.
To me, I
Real.
just feel like it's just an age thing. I'm like, you're just playing an
It is.
experienced team. It's like y'all got. I mean, if anything, this should tell you y'all on the right damn path. Give it
Yes.
another year or two, and I mean, y'all gonna be hard to beat. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man. Ain't nobody
It,
gonna want to see them.
nah, it's just gonna take a little bit more maturity on Wimby and them, man. And I think they got a nice squad.
They do, man. They do. They are fun to watch, man. They
They're
are
fun to
fun
watch.
to watch.
It has been a fun series, man. I ain't got no complaints at all with that, man.
Yeah,
I'm in a
me
good
neither.
sports vibe, and I've been so checked out of NBA this year. And I'll be all the way honest, to me the NBA playoffs has been boring as hell this year. Outside of this series right now, you know what I'm
The
saying?
OKC series was good. That was a good one
Yeah,
too.
that wouldn't be. Oh
OKC
yeah, yeah,
series.
that was definitely good. Yeah, that was
But
definitely. The East was
I'm
just
like you.
boring as
Those
hell.
were the ones. Yeah, they were, man. They were boring. The OKC series was the one I was waiting on, and the finals was the one I was waiting on. But like you said, man, everything else was boring as hell, man. For real, and it was
Mm-hmm.
y'all just waiting to get to this point. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Waiting for the
it's
waiting
like
for the
shit.
right matchups. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's just been fun. The New York fans out there wild no beating the shit out of people for wearing
They
San
crazy
Antonio
as
jerseys
hell.
and shit, man. It's like shit.
That's the only reason I was like, man, I really don't want New York to win because I can't stand they damn God. I can't stand they fans, and I'm in a group chat with some coworkers, a bunch of them from like that New York area, and like they
Yeah,
all. The at least the thing is they can admit that they obnoxious,
yeah,
but
oh
they're like,
yeah,
look,
they'll admit it.
they're like, yeah, we obnoxious as hell, but they got a good point. They're like, we deserve to be obnoxious. They're like, man, you know how long we've been waiting on this shit? I'm like, man, I ain't even mad at it, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
But y'all ain't gotta go out
oh,
here beating up motherfuckers and everything. Like shit, y'all ain't like Philly now. God damn, just beating
yeah,
motherfuckers
man.
up. That
Yeah.
shit is insane, dog.
Even the Philly folks is like, hey, we don't do no shit like that.
Yeah. That shit is that's nuts. That's why I'm like, man, I hope they do win. I hope they do win the series on the road, cause man, yeah, man, don't let these motherfuckers win it in New York. Oh my god, yeah, I couldn't even imagine what that shit's gonna be like, dog. New
Ah,
York City be shut down for 2 weeks.
two
They win
weeks,
it
man.
out there. Ain't
Two
nobody
weeks.
going to work. It's gonna be
That
a damn
parade
war
will
zone.
that parade will be off the chain, boy. It'll be
Oh
off
yeah,
the
well.
chain.
Oh
It's like,
yeah,
man, it's
well.
crazy. It's crazy to think they ain't won since '73. I was born in 1974. Them motherfuckers ain't won in 53 years, man.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's crazy. It's
Hmm.
crazy. New
You know
York
what
is crazy.
I don't know what's crazier. Hearing that 73 was like 50 something years ago or what, man? It's like, damn, it didn't connect with me because I was like, oh, it's 30 something years ago.
No, that shit don't make no
Shit.
sense, does it? Shit don't make
Damn.
no
It caught me off guard there. I'm like, shit. 50 years? That was 50 years ago?
Yeah,
Shit. I'm
okay.
literally thinking, oh, it's 20, 30 years
How you
ago.
think I feel? This nigga
Yeah.
turning 52 this year.
Damn, man. Oh, man, more power to you, brother. Oh shit, but man, let's go ahead and jump into this, man. We got a strong topic for y'all this week, man. We're gonna focus on one big headline, man. This has been interesting, and I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like this case moved faster. I just haven't been paying attention or what.
That's
So
that
we're talking
Texas.
about the we're talking about the Carmelo Anthony trial and the verdict. Because I remember when we first spoke on this on the
Mm-hmm.
podcast,
Yeah.
and we had limited details. We were trying to figure everything out, and it kind of just went dead after that. And
Mm-hmm.
it was like, to me, I felt like this popped up a week ago out of nowhere. And then
Yeah, it
I'm
really
like,
did.
okay, it's about to be a nice long trial. It's gonna be all on the news, and they're like, you don't see shit. And it's like, oh yeah, we got
Mm.
a verdict. I'm like, damn. I'm
I
like,
know, right?
I had to go back
Yeah.
and do so much research and shit because I'm like, man, I don't even remember what happened. This shit was like a open and closed case and shit like that. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, we'll do as we always do best, and we're gonna clear up some of this confusion for folks.
Oh yeah.
Um, so let's take it back to what initially happened. Just kind of give everybody a little recap because I know for damn sure I needed one. So April 2nd, 2025, at a school stadium in Frisco, Texas, Austin Metcalf, a 17-year-old student at Frisco Memorial High School, was stabbed during an altercation under Memorial's team tent in the stadium bleachers. Karmelo Anthony, then 17 and a student at Frisco Centennial High School, was later charged, tried as an adult, and as of yesterday, convicted of murder and sentenced to, well, not yesterday he got convicted, but he got sentenced yesterday to 35 years in prison for those murder charges. And if you don't know, Austin Metcalf, the victim in this, he was a white male, and it shouldn't be a surprise to you, but Carmelo Anthony is a black male. So there's definitely been a race factor played to this. Anytime it's one side and then the other, race is always gonna
Mm-hmm.
get thrown into it
Especially
immediately.
after his daddy came out with that shit today.
I saw something. We'll get in. I didn't get to see too much on it. The only thing I saw was his dad said, what did he say? That he wished he got life or something like that.
Yeah, called him a watermelon felon.
Oh, did he? Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Said he was a watermelon felon and said that said some shit about black fatigue being real and shit and whatnot.
Mm. Yeah,
And
that's
folks was like, well, that there. Folks said, I know we're gonna get into it, but folks saw that shit and said, well, we know where he got it from.
So it's
Got it
like
honest.
Oh man, the way my mind works, shit, you tell me some shit like that, boy, you can get real disrespectful real quick.
Real quick.
Yeah, real quick. But no, man. So, kind of going back to that day. Again, it was a big track meet at the high school. Again, these two kids, different teams, whatever. Bad. Let me see. Weather became a major factor. Heavy rain. Students had to go under tents, everything like that. And Carmelo ends up in this other tent for this other team. So just to pause right there, I think about it, and like I don't see anything wrong with that. Just starting at
Mm-mm.
that, I don't see nothing wrong. I think about my daughter because I saw some pushback on this. That's why I wanted to stop and address. I saw
Mm-hmm.
some pushback saying, "Oh, he shouldn't have been in there," and yada yada. And I'm like, man, I watch my daughter's track meets and stuff. I did track. I'm like, people mingle around. That's kind of the fun part about track meets is going and meeting kids at other schools. You know what I'm saying? Have a connect over here, over there. Like that's kind of part. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this is a damn weather thing. It's like, what do you want the person to do? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I
Stand out
think
in the rain.
yeah, I don't know. I heard it, but I don't know true or not. To be honest with you, that their school didn't have a tent.
Okay.
Carmelo Anthony school didn't have a tent, so they just kind of went under that tent. I don't know if it was the closest, what have you, or what.
I thought
Uh,
I could be wrong, but I was under the impression that somebody invited him to come under that tent when it started raining.
mm, yeah, I'm
And the
not
person
sure.
who invited him, if I ain't mistaken, is somebody who eventually testified against him.
Mm, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
Right.
And one
Right.
thing I was trying to find out, because this was like just this whole situation was weird, and it was
Very.
one of these ones that was like, especially when it first came out. I remember it was like I can't pick a side on here because I don't know enough. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of just wide open, and it's still to me really is kind of wide open on really what happened. It's always gonna be a he say she say, but apparently what kind of happened is, well, we'll get into what each side is kind of saying. So again, the weather pushed them into the tent, and according to witness accounts reported in court and police materials, the argument started. So they got in there, they told him to leave. There was an argument going on. Anthony stabbed him. There's no disputing. He stabbed him, and then just took off running after that. So it said that Metcalf or others from Memorial reportedly told him to leave the tent. He didn't leave the tent, and their prosecution is arguing that he was the aggressor in that case. So then they said Metcalf then reportedly grabbed. This is what the defense is saying, that he grabbed, shoved, or pushed Anthony, and that's the reason why it even led to that getting stabbed. That's where the whole self defense argument is coming from. So that's really for those who are kind of just catching up on this case or just don't remember what happened with it. That's what it was. He's saying one side saying that he came in there, prosecution saying that he came in there with his pocket knife, the intention of, hey, I'm gonna get something going with this guy. Got into it, started it. He was the instigator, stabbed the guy, and then bounced up out of there. Again, defense is saying totally different. He shoved, grabbed him, pushed him, whatever have you. And then it kind of just escalated from there. Quick stab and got up out of there. So one of the biggest, again, disputed points was Anthony reacting to a threat, or was he escalating the dispute into deadly violence? So that's pretty much what this whole case is kind of stemming around. Um, did you see anything? I didn't get to the fine details on like the
Mm-hmm.
witnesses and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, did you hear anything on arguments on either side from witnesses saying like he was the aggressor, or he wasn't? Was it like conflicting ones that you know of, or what?
The all I've seen folks say who I've seen videos of folks who claim to have seen the video, and
Mm-hmm.
there's folks who said that Anthony was sitting down the whole time, so that they dispute him being the aggressor because they
Mm-hmm.
say he was in his seat, and they say that when he was rushed by Metcalf, he was still sitting down, and when he gave him the stabby stab, he wasn't standing up. So the folks dispute that he was even the aggressor to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'll go back to what I was saying earlier, where they said that he was invited to that tent from someone that he saw, someone that he knew, and that person, like I said, eventually ended up testifying against him, saying that he was the aggressor. But folks are saying that's the person who called him over in the first place was somebody that he knew. So
Yeah.
I also saw when they found the knife wasn't fully locked out. So they were also saying that he couldn't have been the aggressor because he didn't even lock out his knife properly. That
Mm.
so that when he stabbed him, there he probably didn't even have the knife fully extended all the way out like expected. So I based on that, if that's true, I question whether he even meant to stab the motherfucker or not. He might have just had the knife in his hand and the fucker got too aggressive and ended up getting himself poked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. Because that part of it is, to me, is like the most unfortunate part of this whole thing from both
Mm-hmm.
aspects of it. Because I saw it was like a 3 inch knife. I think it was 5 inches
Yeah,
all together with the handle and
yeah.
shit. And it's like, man, this guy stabbed him one time with a 3 inch knife. You
It's
know what I'm
crazy, ain't it?
saying?
Yeah.
One time with that, you would think, oh yeah, it's gonna hurt. It shouldn't kill him. You know what I'm saying? But he stabbed him in
Mm-hmm.
the right place. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? It was one stab, so that was kind of the defense's argument too. Like, hey man, we came in here with the intention of murdering this guy. Why he gonna just stab him one time? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right,
if
right.
I got some
That's
beef
a
with
good
you,
point.
and stabbing is a personal, kind of death. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
got to be personal to get up close to somebody and stab them. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to stand back and shoot somebody because you ain't even got to see them or nothing like that. Stabbing is personal as shit.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody's really got some beef with you, like I know if I'm gonna stab somebody, oh, you gonna get plucked more than one time because I'm
Right,
pissed. You know what I'm
right.
saying? I'm so pissed that I've come to the point that I'm killing you with this knife. So you gonna get a few shanks in here just to make
Yep.
sure the job is done.
Yes.
Uh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that one was to me just on both sides because I'm like, I try to look at it both angles. I'm like, if it was self defense, it is horrible because anybody really in self defense, your intention is not to kill somebody. It's just to get
Protect yourself.
somebody off you, protect
Mm-hmm.
yourself, and be safe until either you get some help or you can get away. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Fight or
Um,
flight.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Self defense isn't like I'm trying to kill this person. It's like I'm trying to defend myself and get the hell up out of here so I can live. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, some self defense will lead to murder. That's part of it, but well, to death, I should say, and that's part of it. But it's just unfortunate in this one because I'm like, even if it was self defense, and because I think about it, even if myself, I'm like, hey, I just had to stab somebody to get away. I'm gonna feel like shit if I killed
Yeah.
him. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna feel like crap if I kill him, man, because that's not my intention. I think about it all the time with my gun, and that's why I go to the range and practice shooting, because I need to practice hitting targets. You know what I'm saying? If I'm
Mm-hmm.
always aiming at like your stomach or leg or something like that, I got a better chance of when I get out in the field and something happens, I can actually hit you where I want to hit you.
Right.
Now, of course, I'm gonna practice center mass too, in case I got to put somebody down and save others or something like that. But you just got to be aware of. But I'm just thinking about that aspect of it. Then I'm thinking about even the aspect of the guy that died. Say it was a case where Carmelo was the aggressor and stuff like that, and he gets stabbed. You think again that shouldn't be death, but like, man, this kid just died off of that one incident, man. That one thing that I don't know it's stabbing, but it's like, man, this small little knife shit. You wouldn't have thought that this would have ended with that. I would have thought that he would have went to the hospital, you know what I'm saying, got patched
Mm-hmm.
up, there might
Right.
be obviously some charges, some assault charges, stuff like that going on. I'd have got it. But man, it's so unfortunate because there's a loss of life. At the end of the day, there's a loss of life of an innocent kid. Whether we think he was the aggressor or not, somebody died, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, somebody died, and we also got a kid. He's 19 now, but this 17 would have happened. That has to spend decades of his life in prison for something
Mm-hmm.
that he either defended himself for or he accidentally killed somebody at the end of the day. It's really the only thing. He was either it was accidental death due to self defense or he
Mm-hmm.
just accidentally killed him. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But it's not really how this played out.
Nope.
Um, so there was a big racial aspect, of course. Like I said, there's a black kid killing a white kid. So anytime we get these, obviously we do. We're humans. We love to compare things. So we're going to compare, especially in situations where it's involving the criminal justice system and African Americans. We have to compare. So a lot of ones that I saw were kind of comparing to Kyle Rittenhouse.
Mm-hmm.
So if everybody remembers that, um, that was back during 2020, during COVID era time when they had
Yeah,
all the
somebody it
protests
was,
from
wasn't it?
George Floyd and all that.
Yep.
Um, He went in carrying his rifle. Shit went down. He ended up killing somebody. He got off. And he went down there because they were trying to argue, why did Carmelo have a weapon anyway, yada yada. I'm gonna be honest, I was taught growing up to always carry a knife on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's just that's how I was taught. Carry a knife with you at all times. You know what I'm saying? I know it's different. It's kids in high school, things like that. I have no idea what Frisco, Texas is like. Um, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if his parents taught him the same thing that I was taught, to keep a knife with you or what.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to have some kind of protection. Plus, I need it, as a country boy. You never know when you're going to need a knife for some shit, man.
Right.
Use it as
Right.
a tool, anything, you know what I'm saying? So that came up because there was a lot of arguments on why did he have a weapon. It's like, okay, well, why did Kyle Rittenhouse go all the way out of his way with a
Out of
weapon?
state.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, as a minor at that, you know what I
Right.
mean? So
Mm-hmm.
that one got a big comparison, and I also saw Daniel Penny. So this one
Big
was
one.
the interesting one. Yeah, this was the white former Marine. This was on the subway station out in New York City. He put Jordan Neely, a black homeless man, in the chokehold. He was charged with second degree manslaughter, and he was pretty much saying he was trying to defend people, even though the black man, I don't think he had a weapon or anything on him. But he got a chokehold and killed the man. So he was originally charged with second degree manslaughter and criminally negligent homicide. So the manslaughter charge was dismissed after the jury deadlocked, and Penny was acquitted of criminally negligent homicide in December 2024. So both charges ended up going away. Now that the kind of thing kind of pissed me off here, and it was the manslaughter charge was dismissed after the jury was deadlocked, and then you hear about this jury, which we'll get into here in a second. This jury, I think they decided it in a few hours or something like that. Like it wasn't even.
3 hours.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like there was no wait time. I was like, damn, this shit is moving fast. And I don't have all the full details, and that's my apologies, but they said the whole thing with the court was kind of in a black box to where nothing was getting out. You couldn't get a lot of media stuff in, videos, things like that. They just kind
Mm-hmm.
of try to rush this whole thing and make it an open and shut kind of case, if you know what I
Okay.
mean.
Yeah.
And that's why they said it was a black box type thing, saying, hey, we're going to keep all this in here. You can't come into court, nothing like that. Nothing needs to leave out of here. We're going to do this. So, like I said, talking about the jurors, that was one of the main things that came up too in this whole thing. That's why I said this shit moves so fast. I was like, I just heard about them doing jury selection, and
Yeah.
then now the cases are like he's already got sentence. I'm like, goodness gracious.
Mm-hmm.
So there were no black jurors selected on here.
Nope.
Now,
Mm.
originally I thought it was all white jury, but there's some minorities. I think there were some Asian and some Hispanics, but predominantly white. It said there was 589 prospective jurors before being narrowed down, and it said during selection, all qualified black prospective jurors were dismissed by the prosecution.
Mm-hmm.
The defense did challenge it, but the prosecution's explanation was that the black prospective jurors were not removed because of race, but because they were educators. Fox 4 out there reported that prosecutors said the three women were struck for a race-neutral reason. All three listed their occupation as educators, and the state apparently did not want educators on the jury because the incident happened at a school function involving school-aged children. I'm guessing they assumed that they were going to be biased. I don't know how they'd be biased. It was both of them were kids in school. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know I don't know what being an educator has to do with any of that, man. I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know
I,
why you would strike them for being educators. That makes no sense to me. I guess
I
to
don't
me,
either.
it's the fancy way of saying we're striking them because they're black, but we just gonna say it's because they're
We need a
educators.
reason that we can
Yeah,
stand on. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
the
oh yeah,
judge accepted that, which I'm like, that is nuts.
right.
Which going through this stuff, I learned a whole lot of stuff on this. So we always hear jury of your peers. So the first outrage, even my outrage, is like, why would he not have somebody that looks like him? Like that's not a jury of your peer if you ain't got somebody at least black on there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when I looked it up, you are entitled to a jury of your peers, but legally, it does not mean the jury has to look like you, be the same race as you, be the same age, or come from the same background as you. And I'm like, well, damn, how the hell you my peer if we ain't
Right.
got nothing in common? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That makes
Hmm.
zero sense to me, but that's the law. It's kind of how it's always been, I guess.
Hmm.
So as part of the Sixth Amendment, Sixth Amendment gives criminal defendants the right to a trial by an impartial jury from the state and district where the crime happened. It does not say the final jury must mirror the defendant's race, gender, class, or background. It just has to be a fair process for selecting them. Really, they make to me that just sounds like let's make all this shit gray, so you
Hmm.
can make whatever fuck decision you want to make, and you can justify it being fair by whatever means you want to. So, kind of the question for us before we kind of move on is: do we think this whole verdict would have played out differently if there was a sprinkle of some black jurors in there?
Well, it's a good question because we are, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, we are in the midst of a cooning. So there's no guarantee that the right black people would have been on there. When I say the right black people, I'm talking fair and impartial black people who can, who won't have
Who got
a
some sense?
yeah, got some sense about themselves. Because I think I think anybody can take a look at this situation, hear the details of what they're told in court, and I think any black person is going to be able to empathize with Carmelo Anthony and what he was in because they'll be able to put themselves in that situation and say, I've been in that situation before. This is how I handled it. I get why he handled it that way. There needed to be some kind of representation of that on that jury, and there wasn't any representation like that on that jury. So I wasn't surprised by I wasn't surprised by the verdict. I was just surprised by how quick it all came about, like you mentioned
That shit
earlier.
was quick.
I mean, it was quick. I remember you sent the text like, "Should we talk about Carmelo Anthony?" And I was like, "Yeah, that works." And then I was like, "Damn, I didn't realize the verdict came in." I was like,
Yeah,
"Damn." Right.
dog.
I was like, I saw the text because I hadn't been by my phone, and I answered your text, and then I went and got on
Mm-hmm.
Twitter. As soon as I got on Twitter, I saw it, and I was like, "Holy fuck, man! What the fuck is
Dog.
going on?"
That shit moved so quick.
So quick. But I don't know, man. I mean, if I went to court and I knew that it was a racial incident that I was in court over, and I looked over and I saw 12 white folks on the jury, or no black people at all on the jury, then shit, I'd already know I'm fucked. I know I'm fucked, and I mean
Yeah,
it's just the way it is. We can't expect white people to understand what we go through, what goes through our minds when we're put in these situations, man. And white people will never understand
they'll
what we
never
go through
understand it.
in these situations, man. I mean, shit. Back in the day, shit. I mean, shit would be crazy back in the day. I mean, I ain't never had to pull out a knife and stab nobody or nothing like that. But I was never put in a situation where
Mm-hmm.
my life was being threatened or someone was being aggressive towards me in a racial manner. Now, there's been all kinds of racial bullshit I've gone through in the past with motherfuckers. Motherfuckers want to be bullies. Motherfuckers want to be funny and crack jokes and crack black jokes in class and shit like that and whatnot. And there's only so much you can do in a situation without getting suspended because we already know once you react, you're the one who's going to be
Oh yeah,
you're the one that's going to be shit on. And I can't speak for everybody else, but I was in a lot of classes where I was the only black dude in there. So shit, man,
yeah, right
it
there
got
with you.
lonely as fuck in there, man. And there's just a lot of shit you couldn't talk about. And
Mm-hmm.
I
You
can't
can't
imagine.
relate.
No,
Yeah,
they can't, man. And when shit like that goes down, man, they ain't gonna be able to relate, man. Folks are just gonna look at it and think it's teenagers being teenagers, man. But I mean,
that's how
when a
they
mother,
see it. But
yeah, when the
yeah,
motherfucker's coming at you like that, man, we don't know what that kid said to Carmelo. We don't know nothing. Well, I mean, we really
we
know
don't.
nothing of that
Yeah.
story. If the video never came out, the video that everybody was talking about never came out.
Mm-mm.
Everybody who was there testified on behalf of the Metcalfs. If there was no character witnesses for Carmelo Anthony. There was basically nobody there for him. You know what I'm saying? And in a situation like that, when you know it's racial, man, he just never gonna win, man. Nobody's gonna win in that situation.
Nah, they're not, and it's unfortunate, man. That's why I said, man, and I know, nobody would be able to understand that black experience unless you're a black person. Not even all black people understand the black
No,
experience.
mm-mm. They
But
close
man,
their
you
eyes
think
to it.
about it, and the reason you even get into these feeling of situations is because of things just like this. Like I can completely, I don't know what happened here, but I'll say I can completely understand if he did feel threatened, because if I go into a tent and there's a bunch of white guys in here and somebody is being aggressive with me, I know that if something happens in that tent to me, there's a good chance that motherfucker's gonna get off and get away with it, and everything
Mm-hmm.
will fall on me or whatever. I started it, you know what I mean? Whatever happens, it's all gonna come back on me. I know that they're gonna get away with it because we keep seeing them get off the hook for things. So that does make you nervous and shit like that. Of somebody can fucking beat and kill me in here and get away with this shit. No, you know what I'm saying? I don't have the luxury of yelling and calling the police and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they're gonna, if I start yelling in here and come to this tent, they're immediately gonna think I'm the problem in here,
Mm-hmm.
which it's how it kind of plays out now. Is they automatically gonna think you're the problem. So it's hard, man, because you people don't understand what that feels. And I always think about it with like police and things like that. And I don't even care if you're a black police officer. It's like if you pull me over, there's an instant just feeling of I don't know what the hell is about to happen here.
Right.
Like I know if you shoot me right now,
It's
nothing's
my
probably gonna
fault.
happen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing's gonna happen to you. You know what I'm saying? My family just lost a dad, brother, husband, and you just get to go on your merry way. Even if you was sitting here recording the whole goddamn thing,
Mm-hmm.
showing that I didn't do nothing, there's still a good chance of you getting off the hook. So that's
Yep.
why we just don't trust things, and that's why we do have to be a little bit more on the defensive side because we don't trust what's going to happen to us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
But it's
absolutely.
but I was thinking about the question myself too, man. It was like if there were more black jurors, and I'm getting kind of to your point, it's going to depend on those black jurors. But I think obviously just you're going to sympathize with somebody that looks like you. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Just immediately, and that's why you want people that look like you on there, with guilty or not guilty. You want somebody that looks like you because they can at least understand a little bit about you. You know what I'm saying? I think about it with
Oh
like
yeah.
trying to find therapists. I've always wanted to find just that black therapist because I don't want to have to try to explain my experience to somebody that's never going to understand my experience.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Oh
easier for
yeah.
me to talk about my problems with a black man because he already knows the whole backstory on life. You know what I'm saying? Like all the
Yep.
shit that I'm probably going through at surface level. But you know what I'm saying? That's why we feel
Mm-hmm.
more comfortable with that. And that would be the same thing in this case. I'd love to have, black jurors, one damn black judge. Shit, while we at it, give me a
Right.
black judge in here. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean I'm gonna get off the hook just because they black, but I have a
Yeah.
better chance of somebody understanding my situation, especially if I'm innocent.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
As long as it ain't
Um,
Clarence Thomas.
yeah, hell nah. Clarence Thomas, it ain't even gonna be no trial. He's guilty. Doom. He gonna
Yeah,
walk the hell out of there.
he'd be
Yep.
Uncle Ruckus on the motherfucker. That
Mm.
nigga is
Yeah.
guilty as hell.
Lock him up.
Lock him. I got the rope right here.
Oh shit, boy.
Man, I
But
miss
yeah,
them
man,
days.
it's God, that shit is just crazy to me that there was no black jurors on there, and that excuse of the education, them being educators, it just baffles me. And
Yeah,
this is
man.
also something that I would like to stress to black people, and it sucks because it sucks, but it don't suck. I never get called for jury duty or nothing like that.
Me neither. I still ain't had it.
Now, what I've been told, and I actually learned this while I was in college, I studied criminal justice. I got a bachelor's in criminal justice and a bachelor's in police studies. Um, and what I was told is that they do not like to call people with degrees and stuff like that because they feel like you might have a certain bias or think you might know, think you a fake lawyer or some shit like that. So they don't like calling people with those degrees. That's just I don't know if that's true or not, but that is something. But I've never ever of all the places I've lived as an adult, I've never been called up for jury duty.
Right. Me neither, man. Me neither.
I know my sister has. I feel like she has recently. Um, but this is one of them things, man, where I try to stress. Like I understand nobody wants to go to jury duty, take you away from job, money, stuff, but we don't have a good pool of people to pull from if you're not going to be out there and doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And this is kind of how we can get stuck in these situations. So it's got to think about more of it being an inconvenience from you versus you giving somebody a fair thought because we know we're going to need some of our minds in there if it's one of us on trial. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I definitely challenge everybody if you do get that jury duty. Just it's part of your job as a citizen, man. Just go up there and just look out to protect the system, man. Protect people by doing your civil duties.
Yeah.
But let's see, man. Let's moving on with this one. And this was kind of really just bothered me in this whole thing.
All right.
Is the murder? Like, to me, I was like, they're not gonna find him guilty of murder. because in my brain it's just pure murder is I want to kill this person. I,
Yes.
I got beef with him. I hate
Mm-hmm.
him. We've done fought in the past or something. I want to kill. I want this person to be dead for whatever reason. That is what my brain goes to with murder. So I was like, how the hell did you charge? I don't even care if you say he was the aggressor. I didn't see how you could charge him with murder and not manslaughter in this case. That's what
Right.
kind of really got me, and I'm still a little bit confused. Um, but under Texas law, murder can apply when somebody intentionally or knowingly causes another person's death or intends to cause serious bodily injury and commits an act clearly dangerous to human life that causes death. It does not require premeditation or a planned out event. So nothing has to be planned at all. You can just go in there, in this case, stab somebody, and they can hit you for murder, even if you don't know who the hell they are, nothing like that. It's just to me that's you got to have a little bit more for a murder one charge. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Mm-hmm.
need a little bit more egregious. Um, and they were kind of comparing, and I forgot the guy's name. I believe it was an Asian guy. Uh, had done some kind of stab, and he was just going around because this case got kind of compared to it too, and I forgot to write it down. But he went around, got crazy, and was swinging around. Like he said, people were surrounding him. He's swinging, cut some people and shit. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
anybody died or not, but there was some serious injuries, and he got manslaughter because they said pretty much because how erratic he was. So the main difference is your mind state. So if
Mm-hmm.
they're saying if it's a manslaughter charge, you're just literally erratic. You know what I'm saying? So like he's just swinging. He's not really focused on one specific person. He's just trying to really get himself clear of everybody, and that's how he hit people. And I guess it did lead to death of at least one of the individuals or something like that. So he did get hit with it. So just the definition of manslaughter in Texas is when someone recklessly causes another person's death. So again, in that case with the Asian guy, that would be considered manslaughter because it was reckless. It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
like, doom, you just, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I guess that's how they dictate that in there. So again, it can be reckless behavior that causes another person's death. That means the person may not have meant to kill, but they were aware of a serious risk and ignored it. So the guy waving his knife, he knew, hey, I can definitely liable to slice somebody in this motherfucker. I'm not trying to kill you. I'm trying to do whatever, get you away from you, and it led to this. And again, the mental state is the main difference. So if they're saying if you're going in there and you're just being reckless, you can get manslaughter. If it wasn't reckless, you get murder. So it's kind of weird to me. It's like, I don't know, man. That shit didn't make sense. So I'm still trying to figure out because to me, this still fits more with manslaughter. I'm not a
Mm-hmm.
lawyer.
Right.
So it's just my personal opinion on you. I just don't understand how this could be put in there with murder. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Because even let's
Mm-hmm.
just say he did go in there, get some shit started, and poke that guy and ran. I just don't see that as a murder one charge. Because if there was an argument. That is one thing that is factual. There was an argument before this happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I could be reckless. We have an argument, and I recklessly stabbed you and ran. Like to me, that's reckless right there. And the fact you did
Right.
it one time and ran, that just kind of lets me know that was not like a straight "I'm trying to kill you" type of thing, man. I don't know, man. That shit doesn't sit right with me, man. And I hate because it's just that it wouldn't play out like this if it was vice versa. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? We know there's not even us assuming. We see this so many times over and over that it's just like we know how this would play out. And that's what again, what's the name of this podcast? Playing in your face podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They gonna play in your face and act like, oh no, we're just serving justice. And it's like, no, the justice isn't the same. You know what I mean? Just
Nope.
it doesn't feel the same at all, man. And that's why we are the way we are and the way we have to act sometime on, that defense mode because we don't know, we don't feel protected
Mm-mm.
by our country, by our justice system, by our police officers. A lot of us just don't feel protected. We don't feel like we can trust because,
Mm.
again, we see it with our own eyes what happens when these cases play out, and it's us on the other side of it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So just, going through all that, do you personally believe it was self-defense? And if not, do you believe it should have been murder or a manslaughter charge?
I absolutely believe that it was self defense. There is nothing anybody's going to be able to say to convince me that it wasn't self defense. A lot of my belief just comes from my black experience in life, especially during high school. And I know how motherfuckers were in high school. So, and it goes back to what we do know, that he was called over there. He wasn't the person who started the argument. He wasn't the aggressor. They kept trying to make the motherfucker leave, and he was like, I'm not going out in the rain, dog. I'm not going to do it." And they ran up on him. I don't know what anybody's supposed to do in that situation, man. When somebody runs up on you, you have to protect yourself. And the knife that he had was a legal knife in the state of Texas. So it wasn't like he was walking around with a big machete or any shit like that. It was a little old pocket knife. Dude ran up on him. Shit happened. Dude ended up dead. If he's not the aggressor, and if he's not trying to kick the motherfucker out the tent to begin with, the son of a bitch is alive right now, is he not? Is he not?
Yeah.
And again, folks. If this makes one of the clips that ends up on TikTok, I know many of the racists are gonna come out and start talking.
Ooh, boy, they gonna love these clips.
Yeah, start talking all that dumb shit, man. Miss me with all that bullshit, man. If he wouldn't have said shit to Karmelo in the first place, he would be alive today. You know what I'm saying? It was raining. Just get out the rain, man. If you want to beat the motherfucker, beat him on the track. That's what you're there for.
That's what you're there for.
You ain't there to fight each other under a fucking tent. Fucking stupid motherfucker. You and your brother. You know what I'm saying? And folks can say what they want to about me. I really don't give a fuck, man. Just my black experience alone, I think about shit I went through in high school. You know what I'm saying? And that takes me back to that shit. And it's like, man, that shit could have been me. Could have been me. And it was grateful that it wasn't. But I mean, shit, we all went through shit back in the day with motherfuckers, racial motherfuckers back in the day. And to me, this is the exact same shit. And I hate it for Karmelo. I hate it for his family. Because, I mean, shit, he's just a kid, man. He's just a kid. And it's clear he didn't mean to kill the motherfucker to begin with in the first place. So, I can't help but ask, what are we doing? Why are we ruining two lives out of this? You know
That's
what
I'm saying, man.
We shouldn't be ruining two lives out of this. And it goes back to what you said. If the roles will reverse, and if this was a white dude who was called over to the tent to get out the rain, and a group of black kids came over, there would have been 4 or 5 black kids that got arrested and 4 or 5 black kids going to jail. And you won't convince me otherwise. It wouldn't be a situation.
Every black kid in that tent would have been arrested, boy.
Yeah, you would have had one dead black kid, and all the rest would have been the aggressors and gone to jail for disorderly conduct or some bullshit like that. So it's just another situation, man. And you compound this on top of old dude in South Carolina who chased a Cyrus Carmack kid out the store and shot him in the back. It's like, man, how much shit we got to go through? It's like 2020 all over again. The shit just starts pounding on top.
That's always one after another. Yep.
Yeah, man. It's like we can't catch a break, man. And it's just the country that we live in, man.
Yeah, and this one has been tough for me, man, because it's like, obviously we just don't know. There's no video. There's no 100% way we know what I personally feel that this probably was more of a self-defense thing. My personal opinion, just Deuce, I feel like it was a self-defense thing just because he did go to the cop. They had the body cam footage where he said he put his hands on him. And a lot of people corroborated the story. He said, don't put your hands on me. You put your hands on me again, yada, yada. You're going to see what happened, whatever the exact verbiage was. But the police cam footage has that. I know in moments where shit happens, a lot of truth comes out immediately after something like that. I've done some crazy shit in life. So I know from experiences how certain things feel. So I'm like, if he went and said that to that officer immediately after all this played out, I feel like there's a good, something really did happen like that. Now, I do think it was self-defense. I just think that he took the self-defense too far. But again, that's just fear. You don't know. It's one of the things you don't know what you're going to do until you get to that position. It's just like people that actually do carry guns that hey, they got a gun on them, whatever, and some shit goes down, they done froze up and they can't even pull their gun out. You know what I'm saying? They got something to stop it, and they can't. And then vice versa, somebody has something and they get a little trigger happy because they don't know how to react. They overreact, and we see that with police all the time. You know what I'm saying? These are people that are trained on how to handle these. So imagine a 17-year-old boy that's not trained on how to handle a self-defense type situation. He knows all I got is a knife on me. I can stab this boy, get away. That'd give me enough distance to get myself up out of here, get back to safety. So it's like I feel in my bones, and again, we'll never know the truth here, but I feel in my bones that something did happen. He might have been a self defense. It might have just been like them talking shit, bullying, type thing. You know what I'm saying? I would have rather them just got into a fucking fist fight, to be honest with you.
Right.
At the end of the day, that should have been a fist fight because thinking about, like I said, studying criminal justice and stuff, I knew this boy was gonna get something because I'm like, it's too hard to argue self defense when there's no other weapon involved. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and it wasn't like he was beating your ass this whole time, and you know you was on the cusp of being unconscious, and he grabbed your knife and stabbed him. It just didn't. But the fact that he just stabbed him one time, moved on, and got out the hell up out of there lets me know that he wasn't trying to fight the guy or getting nothing crazy going with this person. Because if it was to that point to where you have anger built up in you and stuff, you're going to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You're going to at least get a couple in. I can't just see one and run. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I don't know. I just think I think he just felt like he might have been in danger in that situation.
Yeah.
And instead of it leading to like a fist fight like to me it should have been or something like that, it ended up with somebody in prison for 35 years, somebody dead. You know what I'm saying? It's to me it's a horrible situation. But again, I'll be honest with you, I was like, that boy ain't getting off the hook on this. Ain't the self-defense, the argument is not going to play out in this. My main thing, that's why I was more so shocked that he got murdered, because I'm like, my main thing is I just want to make sure he gets manslaughter or a lower charge than murder. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just, to me, I always think premeditated, and that you got to have some hate in you to really just murder somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's why I just one stab doesn't mean that doesn't feel like a murder to me. That does feel like more of a self-defense kind of I'm scared situation. You know what I mean? And he just unfortunately stabbed him in the wrong place. You know what I mean? Stabbed him in the wrong damn place, and here we are. So my last question on this before we kind of do our wrap up takeaway on it. Does America apply reasonable fear evenly, or does race change whose fear is believed?
America definitely doesn't apply fear reasonably or evenly, I should say. That's never happened. It's never gonna happen. I think race absolutely changes whose fear is believed. You know, you look at you look at the examples that we have before us. You know, look at how they want to portray us in the media. They want to portray us as savages. They want to portray us as animals. They want to portray us as people who have no ability to control their emotions and things of that nature. So when things like this take place, the racists will have a field day with it, and the racists will come out the woodworks and talk about how we're chimping out and shit like that. And it's like, at what point do we get to defend ourselves in these situations? Because we're not out here looking for these situations. I promise you. There ain't black folks alive that wake up in the morning like, man, I'm gonna go hunt me some white people today. That's not how that shit works, man. If anything, we're like, man, I hope don't no white people fuck with me today.
Yeah, you know, don't bother me. You know what I'm saying?
That's really what it comes down to. So, I've never understood why the racists are so scared of black people. I don't know. I ain't figured that part out, and I'm trying to be careful with my words, because I don't want to lump all white people into the same category. Yeah. So I'm going to start referring to y'all as racist and white people. White people cool, racist ain't. And if something I say pisses you off, then you probably might fall under the category of racist. So think about that when you start to get in your emotions when you hear what I have to say, because I'm just providing you black perspective. And if black perspective bothers you that much, that's some shit you need to look at within yourself, not at me. So absolutely. to go back to that question, the race absolutely changes whose fear is believed because nobody ever believes we're scared. But I promise you, it's like my boy Deuce said when we see them blue lights, shit. Most of us are scared because, like you said,
Yeah, fear kicks in. You know what
we
I'm
don't know what the
saying?
fuck's getting ready to happen. We never know
Because
what's
we
going to
don't
happen.
have control. That's the whole reason the fear comes. Fear comes when you feel like you do not have control of that situation.
Oh
So to
yeah,
your point on why I can't understand why white people are scared of black people, I can't get it either. I'm like, y'all got all the damn control here. You know
yes,
what I'm saying? You control the whole narrative and everything. Why are you scared of me? I'm petrified of what you can do if you say something. Man,
yes,
that makes. That's why I was like a long time I didn't want to mess with white girls and that because I'm like shit. All I gotta do for her to say one thing that I did something and I'm done for it. Like we've seen it
yeah,
play out too much.
oh yeah,
So it's like I don't have no idea why you fear us when y'all motherfuckers is doing shit like it's gonna play out. We're gonna be regardless of what the evidence says, we're gonna go down for it.
mm-hmm.
So it's just man, I don't know, man. I'm with you. I don't think fear is evenly because of that, man. I feel like if it's white fear against black, it's just a whole lot more powerful. And I guess that's just the case because they're the majority people here. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So
I mean, they make the rules, so I mean, they made the
yeah,
rules. They spun the narrative since 1776. So I mean, shit.
mm-hmm.
I mean, hell,
I
but
don't know, man.
it's weird timing for it's a weird time for us to be alive because America still has not had its racial reckoning yet. So we get to sit here and watch America as it struggles to achieve what it's supposed to achieve because America's just a racist country, man. And I mean, folks get mad when they hear it, man. But I mean, shit, when you talk to any black folk, that's what they're gonna say because that's what we see. Because I can literally get murdered by the police, and people that I work with will say, "Well, he shouldn't have been running his mouth." I didn't say
Mm-hmm.
shit. I promise you, I'm never gonna say shit to a cop. I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
do anything to a cop to give him any reason to pull his gun out. But at the same time, if that cop pulls his gun out and kills me, it's gonna be my fault. So
Yep.
that's the world that we live in.
Yep. It's very rare, man. It's very rare that we get fair justice in some of these situations, man. But it
Happy
is, man. It's
Juneteenth.
just yeah. Yeah, it's just I don't know, man. It's one of them ones. It's just really no matter how you feel about this, it's just one of those ones. This is a really unfortunate thing that
Mm-hmm.
happened here. There's a kid is dead and a kid is going to prison for a long time over something that could have easily been avoided to me. So let's go ahead
Hopefully
and do
the
our
I'm hoping the
takeaways.
appeals. Yeah, I'm hoping the appeals process is a better process for him, and
I bet.
hopefully he gets another lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Because that defense lawyer he had, man, that dude was ass,
It
man.
sounds like he was
Dude
asked. When
was
I saw a
ass,
lot of the arguments, I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
and he didn't even put him
Um,
on the stand, man. I mean, if it's
yeah, I
self
saw he
defense,
didn't take
man,
the
you gotta put him
stand
on the stand, man. Put him on the
because
stand.
you
Let him tell the
gotta
story.
express how scared the hell you was, man. The
Yeah,
hell.
man, that's something, man. Something. I mean, shit. You got 12 white jurors on there, so you know he's probably going down. So you ain't got nothing to lose. Hell,
Mm-mm.
might actually be able to get a sympathetic white person up there.
Yeah, once I hear him speak, I'm like, oh shit, he is just like a regular ass kid. Yada yada. I don't know,
You know, he
man.
saved somebody from drowning a couple years ago.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a story. It's a story that's floating around now that he saved a kid from drowning in a local lake or some shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying?
Those are stories they don't want to come out. No
No,
record or nothing either, man.
no.
It's crazy. So let's do our takeaways on it, man. What's your you want to do takeaway? You want to start off? You want me to start this
I'll
takeaway
start it
off,
off.
man?
I'll start it off.
What you got, man?
My takeaway is for it's mainly a message to black folks, but I mean shit it's shit we already know. There's two justice systems here in America. One for them and one for us. And we know that once we get caught up in that justice system, chances are we're gonna get fucked. Now, we can avoid getting fucked in many different ways, hiring the right people, having a shitload of money, because money will take care of things. Ask OJ Simpson, you know what I'm saying? We 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 just had to be. I mean, I honestly don't know what we have to be. I
Mm-hmm.
don't. I try to put myself in Carmelo's situation or my kids in that situation. And I don't know what the right answer is. I don't know what the right answer would be. Was he supposed to go stand out in the rain? I mean, was they Is it could he have had a fair fist fight knowing there's 2 3 dudes? I mean, you got 2 twin brothers, so you're gonna have to fight at least 2 of them. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, we're asking Carmelo to take an ass whooping that he don't need to take just so he can not go to jail for the rest of his life because he accidentally killed the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what can any black person do in that scenario? What can any black person do in that situation? You know you're fucked. You know you're not gonna win. So I mean, what do you do? What are we supposed to tell our kids? And that's the question I have for white America. What are we supposed to tell our kids that they're supposed to do in that situation when they're getting bullied by somebody who might have racial undertones to them? And again, this is me speaking on what his dad did and what his dad has said. If his dad is going to come out after the case and say the shit that he said, that tells me that that was something that was going on
Oh
inside
yeah.
that house and inside that
Mm-hmm.
family. So you're not going to convince me that there wasn't a racial aspect to this from the jump when the twins came up to Carmelo in the first place. So again, I don't know what he could have done differently. I don't know how things could have played out any differently for him in that situation, other than just saying fuck it and going and standing out in the rain and getting a pneumonia. So, you know, black folks stay vigilant. You stay vigilant. Do what you got to do, man. I mean, do what you got to do to stay safe out here, man. It's a cold world, man, and it's clear. They don't give a fuck about us, man. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about your kids. They don't give a fuck about your grandkids. So do what you got to do to stay protected and keep your family protected, man. And hopefully you got enough money to get yourself out of a pinch if that day ever comes. Because other than that, man,
Yeah.
other than that, we fucked.
Yeah, it's like I said, man, my takeaway, man, is that one, like I said, I feel like this was a very strong possible self-defense case that just went too far.
Mm-hmm.
Uh that accidentally led to a death of somebody. I hate it. I hate that the kid had to die. Racist kid, or if he was a racist or not, I hate that somebody had to die, man. And I hate that this black boy has to go away for the rest of his adult lifehood, really.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just from that, man. From what I assume is him just defending himself, and it just was a higher level defense than what it should have been. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Um, I hate it. I hate this whole situation, man. It's
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
and to your point, man, it's like every time something like this happens, I stop to think like, what do I need to do? What do I need to adjust? What do I need to train my kids on? It's like, damn, why do I got to keep adjusting? Like, why can't some y'all teach y'all's kids to, not be fucking aggressors or assholes? And why is it always what I got to do
Mm-hmm.
to get fairness? You know what I mean? That shit does get frustrating, man. I've definitely thought about this. I'm like, okay, what do I learned from this case that I want to make sure my kids so this doesn't happen to them? I don't know if it's teaching conflict resolution, showing them, hey, this is what happened in this situation. I don't like to. I've not talked to my kids about this, and I really don't want to. But it's like, do I need to start showing my kids this? I'm like, look, this is what could happen. I'm not trying to scare them, and I'm not trying to make them hate white people or nothing like that. But it's just like I need them to be aware of what's
Mm-hmm.
going on around them and what could possibly happen. So it's like, do I need to start showing them this stuff? But again, it's like I don't want to traumatize my kids. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But I also want my kids to be prepared if something like this were to happen. How do you handle this situation? Because if it comes up, it's already too late. I haven't been able to teach you, and you did whatever it did, and I got to just hope and pray you didn't do nothing too crazy that's going to end up in this situation like this. Um, but no, man, my takeaway, man, is just black people. Whenever time we get situations like this, man, we just need to sit down, reflect on what happened, and just kind of just mentally go through what steps we need to do next. And I honestly have no idea in this situation what we need to do. So I'm gonna have to sit and just think about it, man. 'Cause like I said,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to prepare my kids for this. So it's just something that I don't know. Talk to different leaders, you know what I'm saying, and just kind of it's one of them things that ain't never going away, unfortunately. So it's just like just navigating these waters every time something like this happens. So
Mm-hmm.
like the police shootings, of coach kids on how to do things with police shootings, how to deal with coming across a group of kids and you might be outnumbered or something like that. Or I teach them to get your ass whooped, fist fight, carry a weapon. It's just I don't know, man. It's just I hate that it even has to come to this. I just want what we always want, man. We just want equal and fairness across the board, man. That's Literally all I want. If he would have got dropped down to manslaughter, I promise you, I wouldn't have had much of an argument on that. Realistically, because I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? There's no scenario in my head that I see him walking away from this at
No,
all.
shoot,
No,
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 no.
there was just no way that he was walking away from this. It was just I would have thought he would have got manslaughter, but again, I'm not a lawyer or anything like that, so I don't know the full book of the law to that extent. But to me, this just I don't know. There's too much that jumps out to me that says it shouldn't have played out like this, and that
Right.
it wasn't no intentional, heinous murder or nothing like that, like they're
Mm-mm.
trying to portray it is. But nah, man, appreciate you on that. Let's wrap this bad boy up with our real talker clickbait.
Yeah.
So real talker clickbait. The UFC fight at the White House is ill-timed and not appropriate for the current climate of the country. What say ye?
I'm gonna say that is real talk because there's always been a certain level of prestige that has come with being a president and the White House. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. We all know the address. We know where it's at. We know what comes with the White House. And now it's being relegated to the Barnum and Bailey circus and all the circus freaks that are going to be out there fighting in front of the White House. You know, maybe if it was something like tennis or miniature golf or even a game of horse, something. I don't know, man. Something I don't know. This just seems way too much. Way too much. And maybe it's just because of how everything's going to look. I mean, granted, the White House looks like ground zero right now. Anyway, they got so much construction going on out there. You see pictures of it, man, and you see pictures of the octagon that's going up and whatnot. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't really watch UFC. I really don't even follow it. Do you follow it?
Oh yeah, I love fighting.
So the question I have is: are these top notch fighters that are going to be there? Like, is it a good card or is it?
You know what? I don't even know who's all on the card anymore because they keep changing the card up. But there was and there should be some decent fights on there.
Okay,
Cause
that's what I was
yeah,
wondering. I was like, are they going to have good fighters there? Or they just got
it'll be good fights. I know my boy
Okay,
Derek Lewis is gonna be fighting.
okay,
He don't
all
give a
right.
fuck about nothing. He go, you pay that man, he don't give a damn.
Right. I was curious, man. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, are these fights that a regular fan would even want to watch? Like cause I don't know who's who. You know, I didn't know if they were gonna have championship belts on the line or anything like that. And
Yeah, it'll be a
whatnot,
big one.
man. You know,
Anytime you get a numbered UFC bout like that, man, they definitely gonna make it. I mean, it's Dana White. I give him credit. He's definitely made UFC what it is, and
right?
that's the one thing I would say I love about UFC over boxing is you can't run from the best. You're gonna get matched with good fighters. You can't run and avoid. You gonna have to fight the best to be top dog.
Okay, all right.
Hmm.
So it's a half decent card. Well, at least they got a decent card for old Donald up there to enjoy to fall asleep on while he's sitting in the front row and whatnot, and whatever. But but I don't. It just seems like it's too much, man. I don't know. It just seems like a big old circus, man. And I don't know. I mean, if I
Everything
cared
with our
more,
White House is a circus right
yeah,
now.
I guess if I cared more about uh, what's the words I'm looking for? I guess if I cared more about
Oh
what
shit.
is currently going on in the country, because I ain't gonna lie, man, I've been checking out more and more each week. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It's just getting old, man. I'm getting kind of fatigued on it, man. And
Hell yeah.
it's like whatever, man. Y'all want to fight in the front yard? Go ahead, fight in the front yard. I hope it don't rain on you, motherfuckers. That's about all I got.
You know what, man? I ain't gonna sit here. I had to look it up real quick. That's a good card. I ain't gonna play. It's a pretty damn good card, man. It's gonna be some fights on here. Pretty much the whole damn bout, even like all the way at the featherweight, is some good shit, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Right.
I think Amanda, no, I don't think she's doing it. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a good fight. At least it's gonna be a good fight. I'll say that much about it.
But it'd have been a shame if it wasn't. I mean, if you're gonna
Yeah, that'll make it
put
even
something at the
worse.
White House, you got to make it the best card you ever had, or something close to it.
Mm-hmm. Is that where they were doing the performance for this too? Was that with the UFC 250? They were gonna do the performance that all pulled out and shit, or was that something else?
I think that was something else. I think it's.
Okay.
So I think they got a bunch of shit that they got going on and whatnot, but I
Yeah.
think that was something different because that's turned into a clan rally. So I mean, shit, they got rid of the concert and they're gonna have a rally now. So
Yeah, they gonna have a rally led by the top cracker over there.
yeah, man.
Um, but I'm with you, man. I'm gonna say this is definitely real talk. This is just come on. To me, America just looks embarrassing. And you
Mhm.
know what? It was actually good. Like I said, I went to Texas to see my brother graduate, and his dad is a German man, my stepdad.
Okay,
So he flew in from Germany. So it was actually good to talk to somebody that I know and respect that's European, just to
gotcha.
get their mindset. And he lets us know, yeah, motherfuckers clown us because we look silly over here as a country with all this shit. Then he was like, yeah, people look at Trump like he's a fucking nut job over there in Europe and shit like that. So it was good to have somebody, an outsider with
Right.
views. And he's not even a political person in general. But he has some good takes on how people out there see us as a country. So we look silly to me. I get it. If I'm Dana White, I completely get it. UFC fight at the White House. That's huge
I
money
mean,
for
yeah.
that's huge money for my company. You know what I'm saying? I can
Mhm.
completely understand why he would want to do it, but it's just like, come on, y'all. We gonna tear up this whole fucking White House lawn just to have a fucking bloodbath of a fight going on here? Like, give me something American. Like you said, give me some American sports. If we can do like a mini Olympics or some shit out here, I forgot what that. Oh, was it Gladiators?
Yeah,
American
like
Gladiator. Give me
gladiators.
an old American Gladiator type shit out there, something like that. To at
Right.
least some kind of fake patriotic shit. A damn fist fight and brutal ass fight in the middle
Yeah.
of the damn White House. To me, that just lets you know that how much of a joke this White House has become, man.
And how much
Like,
they don't respect it.
yeah, they don't respect that office. The man, that shit just almost disgusting to me when you think about it. Especially being
Mhm.
in the army and this, you get trained on how to respect all this shit, and then you get this motherfucker come in the office and just shit on everything. Like
Mhm.
this shit is just so disrespectful as shit. That's why I don't understand realistically how any military members would even like. I don't know how you could be in the military and support that motherfucker. To be honest with you, it doesn't make any kind of sense to me as a veteran how anybody could do that. But it's just you don't want your image of your White House in America to be motherfuckers fighting on the lawn
Right.
for to celebrate 250 years. Let's let these. This is like some old redneck ass shit. Hey, bro, let's go ahead and get a little boxing match going on in the back of the yard. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna celebrate 4th of July. Come on, man. It's like this shit just looks raggedy. You know
Raggedy.
what I mean? It looks
Oh yeah.
raggedy and just it looks trailer parkish and redneckish to me, dog. I ain't gonna play you to have a damn fight out here like it's like and you doing this shit just because it's your 80th birthday. Let's quit pretending like you doing this
Yeah,
for
man.
America. You ain't doing shit
Mhm.
for fucking America. You
Right.
doing this shit because it's on your birthday and you want to be celebrated. You want to be the first one to do this. You want to put your name on that. I don't understand how nobody sees that this motherfucker's just purely ego driven with everything he does. That motherfucker, when we in the middle of a pandemic and people were struggling financially, this motherfucker held everybody up from getting checks just to put his goddamn name on the check. Ain't
Mhm.
that may don't get more egotistical than that right there, man. Well, hold on, I know they struggling, but fuck them. I need my name on this bitch. You know what I'm saying? He's already
Yep.
come out and told us he don't care about us and our financial situations.
Right.
Cause why would he? You know what I'm saying? Him and his
Right.
people is eating, so fuck him.
Eating for real.
Yeah, but it's just this shit is disgusting. We in the middle of a goddamn war. You know what I'm saying? We are in the middle of a war. Inflation is at all time high right now. Gas is insane. Food's insane.
Mhm.
And we gonna say, you know what? You know what the nation really needs right now is a damn UFC fight at the White House.
On
I
the
think
front.
that shit
Oh
would
yeah,
just make
absolutely.
everybody feel good. Forget about all their problems and shit. That'll really unite us as a country to celebrate 250 years. All that shows me is that after 250 years as a country, we ain't learned a fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? We
Nope.
ain't learned shit, and it's still the same fucked up country that it was before. And all the progress that we made is gone back thanks to Donald Trump.
Mhm.
That's all
Yep.
I see right there, man. Cause I felt like we had progress at once in this country. You know, we've had some shit presidents. It is what it is. But golly, I've never seen anything this bad in my
Mhm.
lifetime. And
It's
it's
gonna
just,
take a
man,
while to recover from this.
it is, man. It's gonna take a long time. It's just embarrassing, dog. It really is embarrassing. But now I'm with you, man. I'm gonna say this is definitely real talk, man. This is a horrible time for something like this. Uh, if it's not gonna bring people closer, make people feel good, shit, I'd rather put a little build a mini damn baseball stadium, let the Yankees play,
The
the Red
Dodgers.
Sox, yeah, something like that, man.
Yeah.
Something that at least connect the people and make them feel good about being American. There's
Yeah.
nothing about UFC with a bunch of international fighters that yells American. You know
Right,
what I
right, right.
mean? At
Oh yeah.
all. It's
Oh yeah.
crazy, dog.
Yeah, why wouldn't you have America's national pastime played at the White House for the
Come on.
250th anniversary of the
Dog.
United States of America?
Come on. You know what I'm saying? That do
Yeah,
me
that
something
makes
patriotic.
more sense. That makes a
It
lot more
does.
sense.
But no, it's let me hook up my homeboy because Dana
Yep.
White, it's his homie. And I will give Dana White credit, man. That motherfucker has not switched up. He's come on Breakfast Club a few times and talked. Charlemagne put pressure on him and everything every time. He don't switch up. He like, look, that was my dog before all this shit. I get it. Motherfuckers is mad. That's my dog. I'm riding with him. Hey, I always say, as long as you keep that same energy about somebody, I ain't never gonna be mad at you. Shit, that's your
Right, right.
dog. That's your dog. Ride with him, motherfucker. I hate of a switch up ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
gonna ride or not? You know what I mean? I don't need you flaking on me. So, hey, Trump better be glad he got somebody like that. And I will say, Trump looks out for his goons, man. You ride, stay loyal
Mhm.
with Trump, he'll take care of you. Because I know
Oh
this
yeah.
shit's gonna fatten the damn life out of Dana White's pockets like they wasn't already heavy as well, man.
Right, right.
And
And
this
we know who
motherfucker,
ain't we know who ain't gonna get paid. The
yeah.
fighters.
Hell
The
no.
fighters ain't gonna get shit.
And you know what's crazy too, man? Like America's so fucking fake and funny to me. This motherfucker Dana White had just not too long ago got in trouble for slapping his wife and shit in the club
Yeah,
and stuff
man. Let's
like
get a little
that.
crazy too, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You get into this altercation with your wife and shit. Like anybody else, it would have been like, hell no, we ain't doing his event here. This motherfucker beating up women and shit like that.
Oh,
Boy,
man.
hell yeah, bring him on.
Will Smith smacked a man and is still getting shit over that.
Yeah.
3 years later, 4 years later after the fact, Will Smith took more shit for slapping
Mm-hmm.
Chris Rock than Dana White did for slapping his wife in public. So
That's
I mean
crazy.
that lets you know what we got going on in America. So,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And that was black on black crime and folks are still mad. Go figure.
Yep. Stupid shit, but nah, man, I appreciate you, dog. Definitely a good topic, man. Hope y'all enjoyed that.
Oh yeah.
Um, it's just an unfortunate event, but glad if y'all got any questions or anything, man, let us know. But as always, you've been listening to the Clearly Confused podcast with like your group chat with better audio. And as always, if you feel like you need something cleared up, you just want to reach out, ask some questions, or you want us to talk about something specific, definitely hit us up, man. Get us on
Yeah.
social. Like you said at the beginning of this episode, man, I'm very, very curious to see how these clips end up going out on TikTok.
Yeah, yeah.
That's gonna be some funny shit to see right there. But
Yes, it is.
nah, man, we appreciate y'all for listening, and we will catch y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.